So, starting off, I don't think that many people know your background or the Well, which was the seminal virtual community. So, can you just say a few words about the Well, what it was, and your experience of that, and how that kicked you off on your journey?
Uh, well, the Well was foremost, but not the only computer conferencing system, they call them back then. It's like a fancy computer BBS. It was started in 1985 by the same people who started the Whole Earth catalog, Stuart Brand, together with Larry Brilliant, who you may be seeing as an epidemiologist these days. And it started with the Whole Earth Network, and I think that had a lot to do with its success because it was a very eclectic group. Some people were interested in back to the land, and some people were interested in alternative energy or ecology, and some people were interested in technology. So it became, I felt that it was a community when I started seeing people engaging in mutual aid. There was a parent whose son was diagnosed with leukemia, and we organized a support group. Of course, there are millions of people in medical support groups these days, but in 1985, that was a new thing. So it actually, I wrote an article about it for the Whole Earth Review called Virtual Communities in 1987. And it took me 5 years to find a publisher who was willing to advance me on a book because the publishers were saying in the late 1980s, early 1990s, that only electrical engineers would want to communicate with computer systems. So I did write a book. It was called The Virtual Community. It's online on my website, and you can also buy the MIT Press edition of it. And that was, 30 years ago, and I've been involved with looking at the future of communication media since then.